In this video we're going to have a look how to install this TV mount for this 58 inches TV on this wall right here. And first thing what you want to do, you want to determine where your TV screen will be sitting. How high or how low you want it, you definitely want to center it, and based on that where your TV mount will be sitting. You can just eyeball it like that and put it approximately how high you want it, or you can go backwards, install these brackets at the back of your TV first, put a mount in, just like that. And then simply take the measurement from the top of your mounting plate to the top of your TV, and that's approximately 15 inches, or I can take it from here, yeah, 15 inches, and now transfer the measurement to the wall itself. So you exactly know where your top and the bottom of your TV will end up on the wall. And once you know how high your TV mount will be sitting, make a mark, and now it's a good time to find the studs. And you're gonna have to use a stud finder to find the studs, especially I like this one because it can exactly show me the thickness of the stud. Look at those lines, they represent the thickness of the stud behind the drywall, so I can exactly determine where is my middle of the stud, right there. So when I drive my screw in to mount this heavy mount, I can hit the middle of the stud, not side of it, part of it, or miss the stud because this mount is heavy. TVs are not that heavy, but mounts are made from steel, they're heavy, so I really want it tightly secured for my wall and my stud. I would never recommend using drywall anchors to mount a TV on the drywall because simply I don't care how heavy duty they are not designed to carry that heavy load, and over time drywall anchors can get loose and fall down on the floor, pulling the anchor and a part of drywall with it. So try to find the stud in the wall. If you don't really have it, don't mount your TV on it. This is a single stud TV mount. You might have two studs TV mount because ideally if you're using two studs TV mount, one stud will be here and another stud here with 16 inches spacing in between the studs. But this is a fairly new home, and nowadays they're trying to save the money, they're building it cheaper, so they use 24 inches spacing in between the studs. So we ended up having only one stud in the middle of the wall. That's why we're using single stud wall mount. But doesn't matter, it's gonna get installed the same way as the other one. For mounting these, you always try to use hex cap screw, and usually you're gonna get them as a part of your TV mount pack. But if you don't have them and if you want to use those, run down to Home Depot, pick up a few for a couple of bucks only, because usually they're more quality screws in terms of head, not stripping out that fast. Once I have a screw in, I'm gonna use a level to make sure my mount is perfectly leveled before I drive in another screw. Okay, that's where I want it. Okay, great, it's still in the perfect level. When installing any kind of TV mount, you're definitely gonna need a level to properly level your TV mount, especially if you're installing two studs TV mount with that wide back mounting plate. You're definitely gonna need a level to properly level your entire mount. But that's why I really like to use self-leveling laser. This is really an awesome tool that I use in so many projects, and it's gonna last me a lifetime. This is really a must tool that you wanna have in your home. For me, it's even more accurate than traditional level because I don't have to hold it steady with my hands, try not to move them, because I'm gonna move the level once I set it up on the table, ladder, or a tripod. Line is not moving. And once I'm done with the wall mount, I'm gonna come at the back of a TV to install my brackets here. So sometimes you're gonna get these brackets, one for left, one for right side. Sometimes you're gonna get that X plate, but it gets installed the same way. Basically, with your TV mount, you're gonna get a bunch of screws, nuts, and washers, and basically you're not gonna use all of them. You're only gonna use a few that could ideally work for your TV. Most likely, none of those that you get will ideally fit to your thread at the back, installed at the back of your TV. They might be shorter or longer, but as long as they're not shorter, you're good. They can be longer, that's why in the pack you're gonna get a bunch of these plastic rigid washers in different sizes. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take a screw, choose a setting on your bracket, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's my setting, put a screw right through, and then put a washer over it, and then screw that right into back of your TV. And I'm basically gonna do the same thing with the second bracket. I'm gonna choose the same setting at the back of the bracket and then put a screw and a washer right over it and then drive that screw right into the back of my TV. Do the same thing here. Okay, that's it. All right, and that's about it. Now I'm just gonna tighten the screws underneath my brackets, left and right bracket, just to lock them up and have them tightly secured. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe.